Assalamu alaikum. My name is Hammad Majeed and I'm from the Department of BS Biotechnology. The topic of my presentation is testosterone. So we'll start off with the basic introduction. Testosterone is a sex hormone found in humans as well as in other animals. It is present in both men and women. However, in men it is in larger quantity as compared to women. Some people think that it doesn't play any big role when it comes to women, but they are wrong. It does have a big role in women as well, but the quantity is very low as compared to that of men. The production of testosterone takes place in testicles in male, and in women it takes place in the ovaries. The production of the testosterone increases during puberty and begins to dip after 30. It is due to the fact that during puberty the development of secondary sexual characteristics begin. For the development of secondary sexual characteristics, testosterone is very important as it is a sex hormone. Testosterone is most often associated with sex drive and plays a vital role in sperm production. We know that people with the Klinefelter syndrome who have a problem in producing testosterone also produces little or no sperm. So there is a direct relationship between testosterone and sperm production. It also affects bone and muscle mass, the way man stored fat in the body, and even red cell production. So it has a various functions in the body. A man's testosterone can also affect his mood. How it affects muscle mass. As people age, they lose their strength and stamina. As we know, this is a normal process of aging. We see people around us, even our father, even our mother, or even our grandmother and grandfathers, as they age in front of us, they start to lose the energy they once used to have. This is also linked to the dipping of the testosterone that takes place after 30. After 30, the testosterone begins to dip, which causes weakness, fatigue, and all those weakness, reduced muscle mass, reduced bone mass, which causes these kind of problems. There is a high risk of bone fracture in older people. This is due to the fact that bone mass decreases due to the less production of testosterone in older people. Retaining your muscle strength can help prevent many of the pitfalls that come in natural aging, such as broken bones. As we have already discussed, that testosterone is very important for the muscle mass and bone mass. As it decreases in older people, the bone mass decreases, and the probability of having fractures, lack of balance, and other problems increases. Testosterone can keep the body feeling young and fit into your golden years. It's very important for athletes and other people who perform at the highest level because they want to remain young, fit all the time. One of the derivatives of testosterone is dihydrotestosterone. Dihydrotestosterone and testosterone together significantly improve strength, speed, endurance, and then muscle characteristics. All this is due to the combined effect of various factors. Increase skeletal muscle cells. Muscle hypertrophy. Hypertrophy of symplast is a standard adaptive process of muscle tissue arrangement which is activated after strengthening. After we train, the rearrangement of muscle occurs. The degree to which it occurs is different. At low testosterone levels, only partial hypertrophy is observed, which means there is the rearrangement of muscle cells is to a lesser degree, which does not affect the entire active muscle. Thanks to dihydrotestosterone, hypertrophy is fully activated so that almost every muscle cell increases in size. Muscle tightening takes place. All this leads to an increase in contractile cells, which is the muscle fibers, which are actually responsible for the contraction and relaxation. And if you want to pick up something, if you want to punch someone, every muscle in your body do have these muscle fibers. Muscle fiber is actually also called muscle cell. It is the smallest unit of muscle. Improved synthesis of CP and ATP. As we know that ATP is the currency in which the cell deals. It is the main power source of cell, but it is only consumed, or it is only sufficient for the first 8 seconds of the workout. So for the rest of the production of ATP, creatine phosphate is converted into ATP. Thus, testosterone has a positive effect on the accumulation of creatine and ATP during recovery. Now we talk about the chemistry of testosterone. Testosterone is a sex steroid that is made from cholesterol, meaning its structure has 4 rings that are stuck together. The rings are called A, B, C, D rings. Cholesterol is the origin of all naturally occurring steroid hormones. The ring structure of cholesterol makes it testosterone oily. Uh, as we know, cholesterol is an oily molecule, and as testosterone is a derivative or related to it, it is also an oily molecule which does not dissolve in water. However, they do dissolve in other oily liquids. They are called non-polar molecules. Water is polar, fat, and oils are not. Therefore, in order to get rid of testosterone, the body must modify the structure of testosterone. We will discuss it in the next slide, how it affects or how it changes the chemistry of testosterone to get rid of it. Testosterone is made up of 4 rings just like cholesterol. The rings are called A, B, C, and D rings. Ring A, B, C, D are made up of 6 carbons, so they are shaped like hexagons. Ring D is made up of 5 carbons, so it is shaped like a pentagon. Ring A and B share one side, so they are stuck together. Ring C and D share one side, so they are also stuck together. The 4 rings connect as one where one of the top sides of the ring B is shared with one of the bottom sides of ring C. This is the structure here. We can see 4 rings here. The first ring has a ketone group along with a double bond between 2 carbons 4 and 5. The ring B is connected to ring A, and between ring A and B there is a methyl group, and there is a methyl group in ring C and ring D as well. The 3 rings are similar. The 3 rings have 6 carbons, whereas the 4th ring, the D ring, has only 5 carbons and has a hydroxyl group attached to it. Non-polarity. The ring structure of testosterone makes it a molecule that exists in 3 dimensions and has a zigzag shape. The 3-dimensional shape of testosterone is like a 3-piece foldable launcher that has been unfolded, but not to the point where it is straight. The ring structure of testosterone gives it in a oily nature, meaning it does not dissolve well when mixed with water. However, oily molecules do dissolve in oily liquids. This is the principle of like dissolve like. This water fading oily nature is why the steroid can pass through the cell membranes. The membrane of the cell is oily in order to keep the water and salt inside of the cell separate from the water and salt that are outside. We know there is a potential when we talk about neurons. The positive potential is on the outside and negative potential is on the inside when we talk about the resting membrane potential. That potential is actually achieved through the cell membrane. As it doesn't allow water and ions to pass through it, it produces a potential across the barriers, a negative inside the cell membrane and a positive outside the cell membrane. How the last topic is how the testosterone is disposed. The body gets rid of extra or unwanted testosterone by putting it into urine and excreting it. But you know that urine mainly consists of those compounds which are soluble in water, like sodium and other salts and urea. But for the disposal of testosterone, other compounds like other charged compounds actually are added to testosterone, which make it polar, and then it will dissolve in water and then will be excreted through the urine. So that was all for my presentation. Thank you so much.